are my shoes shrinking? This morning, Sid's trying to put on his favorite shoes, but they don't quite fit. When I got these shoes last summer, they fit. Come on, shoes, get on my feet, pleads Sid. Have your shoes ever gotten too small? Why do shoes get too small anyway? Why don't they just fit forever? When Sid rushes down to breakfast, he exclaims, Mom, I have an announcement. My shoes don't fit. They don't fit because my shoes are shrinking. Sid, Dad says, your shoes are not shrinking. Your feet are growing. All of you is growing. You are getting bigger. But how come I can't see myself growing? Sid asks. Well, you can, sort of, Dad says. There are marks we made to see how tall you've grown. When Sid steps up to the wall, he's taller than the highest mark. Wow, I'm growing. Is Zeke growing too? Sid asks. He sure is, says Mom. Every living thing grows. When Sid gets to school, he looks for all his friends on the playground. There's super silly Gerald, there's cheerful Gabriella, and there's clever May. He can't wait to ask them about growing. Sid is curious and asks, Can you name something that grows? My big brother, says Gabriella. Trees, says Gerald. My cat, Mushu, says May. When it's rug time, teacher Susie asks if anyone wants to share. I have something to share, says Sid. My favorite shoes don't fit anymore. My mom and dad says it's because I'm growing. I know that we grow, but why can't we see ourselves growing, says Gabriella. To answer this question, teacher Susie brings her class to the Super Fab Lab. A few days ago, the kids planted little seeds in sponges to see how they grow. Okay, scientists, line these plants from youngest to oldest, says Susie. The plants that are the youngest are the smallest, and the plants that are older are bigger. This plant has been growing a long time, but it's still not at all that tall. I guess it takes a long time for plants to grow, says Sid. That's a great observation, Sid, says Susie. There's a special word for when something changes into something. It's called transformation. When Sid gets home, he lets his dad know what he learned at school. I learned that growing happens slowly, he says. That reminds me, Zeke is growing too, Dad says. Let's start measuring him on this side of the front door frame. Big brother Sid helps measure Zeke. Now they can keep track of how much Zeke grows too. When Mom arrives home, she has something special for Sid, new shoes. Hey, they fit. Thanks, Mom, exclaims Sid happily. At bedtime, Sid thinks all the things that he learned that day. Seeds grow into plants, but slowly. Sid's shoes aren't shrinking. He's growing. I've got some more growing to do, and I bet you do too. See you later, scientist. That's the end of the book.